This is called Tropical Food Garden. Yeah, the Tropical Food Garden. It's an edible garden. However, I don't know enough about the plants here to be game enough eating them. Well, those I do. I'm pretty sure those are edible. I've had traumatic experiences. There are some names on the plants. This is a huge edible garden. Oh, look, we have a gnome. What do you have to say? You're tired of standing there like a soldier with a big grin on your face and you wish you could have a break. Yes, I gather. You could also use a fresh paint job. And perhaps something a bit more spunky. And you'd rather be doing something with your hands. You'd rather be tending the garden than standing there looking like you're trying to hold in diarrhea. Interesting. This is the Tropical Food Garden, or the Edible Garden. And when I first inquired about community gardens, I was told this was the community garden. I see. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that vulgar? I see the current state of affairs of Australia today. Imagine if they're like that now. What are they going to be like in 50 years? Those are the mindsets we're breeding on campus. It's a beautiful little garden. It's little. And it's great that it's edible and that you have plenty of herbs and the odd leafy vegetable. Oh, look at that, you have a mulch thing. Yes, more of the current state of the mindsets of the generations we're raising now. However, we have that there. Of course, it's not exactly 100% accessible, and you wouldn't want to be stepping on anybody or their habitat getting to it. The logic baffles me, and I am not smart. And there is also a somewhat accessible, but not completely accessible fire hydrant in there. You can eat this. This is true. The stuff is edible. You can use it to flavor food. However, is that enough? Is a token, a handkerchief per se, tossed on the ground, enough to cohabitate with the country? Here's a token. That'll do. That's all you're getting. It's like I would like to acknowledge passive voice, and it's a token. It's a gesture. And gestures without action mean nothing. I should know that. Oh, look. A well-maintained and well-kept community garden where the rubbish is growing very nicely. I wonder what kind of fertilizer they use on that. Human? What does this garden say? This garden says they could have put rows of vegetables in here. This garden tells me that things could have been just a bit more accessible to encourage people. And this garden also tells me that there should have been rubbish bins, accessible rubbish bins, perhaps even biodegradable rubbish bins, put in place for people. Oh, yes, you're a beautiful tree, aren't you? Come home with me. I haven't met a tree yet that I wouldn't go out on a date with.